All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Allen now on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Escaping the pressure. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Gun now on third down. He's got the first down and more past the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Doxson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And they'll run it here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're going to look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now out come the Bills. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen looks to throw on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs. Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board. Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one. Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? Not one that I've ever met. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 37. Check 37. Undercrush. Undercrush. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Okay, Brady, I see you.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gone! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. And here's Allen operating from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gold is able. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
No, check. Patriot.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey. 4 down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's Corey Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Allen. Buying time to his left. Now this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Allen again. Eluding the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Allen. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the Colts getting ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 34 yards there at a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Looking to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll go on the ground. Nifty move. And now running right through it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A give. This is Chubb. How about another? They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.